Alright, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today I'm back with another game review, game recap. Here, the Flyers, they pick up a 3-1 win over the Boston Bruins in their 5th preseason game. One left Thursday on October 5th. They'll be playing the Islanders. Last game at home. Really, good game tonight. Again, a lot of positives, a lot of good things they have been building. They've been getting better each game. That's been the consistent theme, I guess, throughout the preseason, is that they've just played better in different areas in each game. There isn't much you really can build into the preseason because there's different lineups, there's different combinations, different power play units, penalty kill units, you name it. Everything's different. I mean, Christ, even guys behind the bench. When I look at this game, and I talked about this on Flyers warm-up, kind of just the difference between Forster and Brink. And Brink was the standout guy for me tonight. I thought Morgan Frost was great. I really like Konechny. Joel Farabee had a quietly good game. I thought Tippett made a couple good plays. Atkinson. I mean, really just, there were times where some guys look good, good, and sometimes not so good. That's how the preseason goes. It's to get the rust out, all that type of stuff. As for Bobby Brink specifically, I'll just park it on Brink here for a minute. When I look at Brink, it's not that he's, it's not that he's, in my mind, he is outplaying Tyson Forster. And it's not that he's just outplaying him offensively or on the power play or whatever. He is outplaying him as a whole, in my mind. The way that I have seen this, the way my eyeballs have deceived at these couple of games, he is completely outplaying Tyson Forster. He's making, he's just more noticeable. I mean, basically every shot. And it's not that Tyson's playing bad, but this Camp's Tyson compared to the last year's couple of games are two different Tyson Forsters. I'm not seeing the same type of plays, and that's fine. That's not a knock at Tyson at all. It's going to take him some time to get back into that rhythm. He could be, putting too much pressure on himself. There's a lot of different things here. For Brink, it's a little bit of a different, scenario. He was injured last year. He kind of comes back. He played pretty well as the Phantoms kind of cruised into the playoffs a little bit. But it's a different situation. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things that go into play here. You have Deloria, you have Paling, you have Wade Allison, you have Brink, you have Forster. A lot of guys are battling for, some of these spots. I mean, Torts, said today, it's basically three guys battling for two spots. And, if Brink were to make it, I don't want him playing on the fourth line. But it is fair to say right now that Bobby Brink is making the decision for the Flyers very tough. And he's playing better than Tyson Forster. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. He is. I mean, he's more noticeable. He's making more plays on the puck. He's relentless on the puck. He's doing really good work on the power play. I mean, you're seeing it. He's able to find guys in the seam. He's used that net front guy a couple of times. He looks really good. And you're seeing results from it. I mean, again, I don't know this, but in my mind, I think he should have gotten an assist on the Farabee goal. He was the one who did pass it to Adard to Couturier that ended up deflecting to Adard. I don't even know if Coots got a stick on it. I don't know if they're going to go back and change it. I know they obviously changed the goal because it did go off Farabee's pad, but in the preseason you might not get the same stats. In my mind, I think Brink gets a point there. Outside of that, though, I mean, it was just a good game. I thought the first period was good for the Flyers. They're down 1-0, but it didn't feel that way. It didn't really feel like Boston only had 12 shots this entire game. I didn't really think it was anything too crazy. I mean, the Bruins do score on a power play. Paling kind of didn't really read it well, and Sanheim was kind of up too far, and they just didn't really communicate on that one. And again, that's fine. You're going to see a lot of those different type of plays on the penalty kill and the power play and all these different units. The good thing with the special teams in this period was that the Flyers really moved the puck well. I mean, it's been one of the areas in these past couple of years where they haven't really had great puck movement on the power play, and they did here. It was fast. It was a lot of creative plays, finding guys through the seam. I mean, it wasn't just kind of circling it back to the point. They really moved it, and Boston's penalty kill was pretty good, where they didn't really give the guys on the flank much room, so the Flyers had to use the bumper more. They had to highlight that, and that was pretty evident early, and a couple high sticks. York ended up drawing one. There was a hook as well, and the Flyers, again, they had some good movement, but Boston does score. And again, it was a really nice play. I mean, not much Urson can do, who didn't really get tested that much in this game. I was kind of hoping he would get some decent shots at some point, just because I'd like to see him, get some rubber. But to go into the second period, Atkinson, first of all, I was just really glad that Cam was able to score. Like, I kind of wanted to get that out of the way in the preseason, because I'm like, I just want to see a goal. Like, if it's him, him and Couturier, really. Like, I want to see Coots get one. Like, I don't know why. I'm really hoping in this last game he can. It would be even better if he does it opening night or the home opener. But I really would like to see some of these guys get a little bit of a scoring touch kind of going in to start the season. Really nice play by Frost setting this whole thing up. I mean, he starts the whole breakout. Tippett obviously helped him on the wall. It was a really nice play by Tippett too, and a little bit of puck luck. Ends up landing on Atkinson's stick, sweet backhand, and deflects off Swayman and in 1-1. And then a couple seconds later, Travis connecting 2-1. Again, another play by Frost. Gets in, forces the play. It was puck luck, but he created it, and really nice play. And TK snipes at 5-hole, and the Flyers have a 2-1 lead. Then they get a power play. Brink ends up drawing a penalty. Brink drew 2 penalties in this game. The one with 2 seconds left. Again, there's only 2 seconds left, but it's just one of those Bobby Brink type of plays that he's done throughout this camp. Draws one here. Had a nice play for Konechny in the slot. Again, like I said, he's really been able to find the bumper guy. Like, he's used that to his advantage, being on that side. And it's interesting because, like, when I thought, when Brink came up here, like, when he had that, like, cup of coffee towards the end of the year, the Flyers were injured and they needed guys, and Brink came up and played 10 games, and, like, he was on the left flank for the power play, and he was kind of just outmatched. Like, he didn't really do much. And I'm not saying he didn't do anything, but it wasn't anything like he's doing now. Like, he's definitely more advanced in that, and obviously played in the American League and all that type of stuff too, and finished up college, everything. So, again, really was able to use that bumper guy to his advantage. And then the Bruins get one. It was an interference on Paling. Ristolainen had a good stick at the line. Konechny, a couple nice plays. I thought Konechny was really good defensively tonight. A couple nice, really good stick checks that either help the Flyers get it clear or force the play the other way or what have you. Urson, really nice glove save, probably his best of the game. Ended up deflected on a point shot. It was a nice save for Urson. Attard makes it 3-1, which I thought was Attard. Ends up being Farabee. It was a deflection off of Farabee's shin pad and in. It looked like it went off his knee. Thankfully on a spot that had, padding. Again, I really, like, when Attard can shoot and he can get it through, it's a bullet. And I love that. Like, I really wish Ristolainen would shoot more like Attard, because I don't think Risto has as good of a shot as Attard does, but he definitely has a shot, and I wish he'd use it more. Frost had a nice play setting up Attard, and then Konechny on a rush. Again, really good period. Flyers took it to them. Definitely better than the first. Felt like Boston had more jump in that period. Obviously, the goal probably helped, but the Flyers, they didn't really do too much outside of the first opening minutes, and then really good second. Power play here for Boston was a penalty on Cates holding the stick. Konechny had a couple nice plays again, chipping the puck out of the zone, using his stick to his advantage. Like, he's really been good defensively in these past couple of seasons, and just in this camp from what I've seen, he's looked good. 4-on-2 rush. Man, Frost. A couple just smart plays in the neutral zone, setting up rushes. Like, Frost did it a couple times where this one was, the one I'm about to explain was later and more in the offensive zone, but the 4-on-2, he ended up getting into the zone, and it was just a really nice setup, and they almost had him back door. And then there was another one where behind the net, he almost swung it in front for Atkinson. Unfortunately, it didn't go in, and Atkinson didn't really get a stick on it, but they definitely have some chemistry together. I do like that line. Me and Bill Meltzer were talking about that during Flyers warm-up. The difference for Frost and how, he played mostly with Tippett last year. He played 30 games with him. He played on 38 different line combinations, longest, with Van Riemsdyk and Tippett for those, those said 30 games. So it's little things like that too that have been noticeable. Tippett had a nice play at the blue line, at the Flyers blue line, nice stick check, started the Flyers with a rush the other way. There was a couple times in this game that Sanheim tried to either make a big hit or got hit hard. But I really do like Sanheim's compete level. Like, even if he's getting a reverse hit or a hit in general, what have you, he's had a good camp. Like, and you know, it's not like he's not doing anything, you know, crazy, but he's definitely playing much better than last year, and he's much more confident. That's obvious. Again, the penalty late for Brink, he gets involved. Again, just a really good game tonight. You know, I thought there were good moments in this one from just everybody, really. I like the lineup. Again, it's getting closer to the opening night lineup, you can tell. But I again, like I said, I think Bobby Brink is really making a case here. There's something there, and it's not just, you know, a 1 or 2 game thing. Like, this has been continuous in these 3 games. So we shall see. It'll be interesting. Thanks everybody again for all the support, as always. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Make sure to follow myself on Twitter at Chris Maher or _ Chris Maher. And check out Maher Media, as always. We got the merch, the website, obviously all the articles and everything else. Thanks everybody again for all the support, as always. And yeah, I will talk to you guys all again